सुधागड एज्युकेशन सोसायटीचे पूर्व प्राथमिक, प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय कळंबोली मराठी.
Welcome to this English period. Today we take English workshop of this 1.4 Be Smart. In the last session we have completed the reading of this lesson and you have understood it very well. I think you have already repeated it at home. So we start the English workshop. See here, all these things you have done in the previous period. So now you have learnt about how you should prepare smart goals for yourself to become successful. That we have all discussed in the previous lesson. So see here, now you should tell what are the components of success. If you want to be successful, then what steps you have to follow, that you have to write in this web. See, what is important to have success in your life. You have first also in warming up activities, there also one web was there. They have given the 1 minute. You have studied career factors. For choosing a career, many things are necessary. So like this only, components of success. So skill, if you want to be successful, you have to choose a career for yourself. In that career only, you become successful. So for choosing any career, skill is very important. So see here, what are the different components of success? First is in which skill you are good at, that field you should choose. First you have to understand in what field you are good at. So identifying the area. Then next is realistic. Your goal should be realistic. So we have all discussed it in the lesson. So what is realistic and what is time bound? Whatever goal you choose for yourself, that should be completed within a limited time, whichever you have set for your goal. So that is time bound. Building expertise, then achievable. Your goal should be achievable. Then tracking progress. So these are all the components of success. Measurable. Your goal should be measurable. Then all we have discussed in the lesson in detail. Then your goal should be specific. All these things are components of success. So you have to fill this web. It is also in your workbook, and if you want you can take down the photograph of this, and otherwise you can find out from the text also and write down. So next activity is pick out examples from the text that support each of the following facts. See, there for smart goals they have given 5 steps: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. These are the 5 steps. For each of the step they have given examples to make you understand better. So here first one is that example you have to select for given statement. Goal should be achievable. For this, which example is given in your textbook? That is, as students we can't become a president, a prime minister, but can hope to reach those heights in future. So when you are students, you cannot be a president or prime minister. but in future you may become any politician or statesman, like that. So this is the example given in your textbook that you have to find out and write down there. Then a time limit should be set to achieve goals. That also you have studied. For the answer, what is the answer? If you want to reduce your weight, what you should do? You should fix a time limit for that, and in that only you have to exercise, follow diet rules, and also you have to stress-free thoughts. All these things make you lose your weight within a time span, limit. See here, to reduce weight, we know how to go about it, but without consistent time-bound action, it never becomes a reality. It may be exercise, diet, and stress-free thoughts. All these have to be practiced and implemented without hesitation, doubt, or indifference, but within a deadline. You can find out this example and write down. Then third one, a specific field area has to be fixed to achieve goals. So here for this they have given one example. If it is building a house, what exactly is the capacity required and how long can it stretch? All these things you have to think over it and afterwards and plan over it, and then only you can start the work. So like that. So this is the example given in your textbook. In two more, I think there are two more the statements are there. You can write down and find out the examples for that from your textbook. Next. See here, complete the following sentence. See here, SMART goals are dash. What are the SMART goals? A methodology of thinking that helps people reach success. It is there in your textbook. You have to find the line and you have to complete it properly. Then the second one is two valuable assets of setting goals are. What are they? A sense of originality and a stepping stone to illuminate the path. These are the, one is a sense of originality, and second one is stepping stone to illuminate the path. These are the two valuable assets to set goals. Then see here, read this quote. If we don't put anything in, we can't get anything out. Guess the meaning. See, discuss in pairs and find similar quotes that bring in the same meaning. See here, first you have to explain it. What do you understand by this quotation? If we don't put anything in, we can't get anything out. They have also given one example there of trumpet. If you put your air in that trumpet, then only the sound will come out. Like that only, if you work hard, then only you will get the success. That is the meaning of this sentence. So, if we don't put anything in, we can't get anything out. So, this is the meaning. If you work hard, then only you will get something in return. So, that is the meaning of this quotation. So, what they have told? Discuss in pairs and find similar quotations. Quotes means कहावतें, जैसे है ना किसी की कही गई बातें से कुछ है ना, quotations that bring in the same meaning. See here, you reap as you sow, है ना, जो बोओगे वही उसका फल पाओगे. Then input is equal to output. हम जितना इनपुट डालेंगे उतना ही आउटपुट बाहर निकलेगा. Like that. Input is equal to output. Well begun is half done. अच्छी शुरुआत करने से ही आधा काम तुम्हारा बन जाता है. Like that. Then next, what you will add to this? Failing to plan is planning to fail. Failing to plan is planning to fail. What is the meaning of this? So, whatever you do, you should plan it properly. Then only it is fruitful. You get some gains from that. So, if you fail to plan anything, then your plan will be failed. Like that is the meaning of this. Then, no pain, no gain. If you don't take any pain, then you will not get any gain. Gain means क्या? लाभ उसका, है ना? कुछ भी प्राप्त नहीं होगा तुम्हें, है ना? कोई भी लाभ प्राप्त नहीं होगा. अगर कष्ट नहीं करोगे तो कुछ भी हासिल नहीं होगा. Like that, no pain, no gain. So this you should complete in your from your textbook. Then say whether the underlined words in the following sentences are used as a noun or verb or adjective. So you know about parts of speech. Then it is the activity given in your textbook in warm-up activity. Third question is, say whether the underlined words in the following sentences are used as noun or verb or adjective. That you have to understand and write there in the brackets. I walk to school every day. You know that the formation of sentences, subject plus verb plus object. This is the formation of simple sentences. So here walk, I walk. What is I walk? Chalana. It is verb, kriyapad, है ना? So it is used as verb in this sentence. So the answer of this is verb. Then I go for a walk every day. See here. Here the same word walk is used in different manner. So see here, I go for a walk every day. See here, which is the verb here? Subject is I here. Then next is verb. Go is verb here. But once again here walk is there. So here walk is used as a noun. Here it is used as a noun. Walk used for, sorry, I go for a walk every day. It is used as noun here. See here. Then they give me a gift every day. They give me a gift every day. See here. What is, this is they, subject, and second gave is verb here. So a gift. Gift here it is used as noun here. See here. It is also used as noun here. What she gets every day? She gets gift every day. See here. Next is you can gift her a story book. Here you can is auxiliary verb. Gift. Verb, full verb. So it is you can gift. Here it is used as verb. See here. Then it was sold as a gift pack. What kind of pack? Gift pack. So what kind of pack? Agar, if we ask question like this, then what is your answer? This is the pack of gift. Gift pack. So it is used as adjective here, visheshan. So gift pack is, here gift is used as adjective. The same words can be used in different parts of speech. So these are the examples you have to solve in your notebooks. Then one more language study activity is there. Gerund. Gerund. It is called gerund. See, what is gerund here? When the ing form of a verb is used as a noun, it is known as a gerund or a verbal noun. It is called verbal noun. You know about verb, and you also know about verb also. Noun also you know, and verb also you know. But ing form of verb, in present continuous or past continuous, we use future continuous, ing form. So, ing form of verb. So, here, see here, what is the definition? The ing form of a verb is used as a noun. This ing form of verb is used as noun in the sentence, then it is called verbal noun or gerund. It is called gerund. Here we see that the ing form of the verb fight is used as a subject in the fighting went on. See here, this is the subject, the fighting. What is the subject here? The fighting is the subject. It is used as noun here, and went is a verb here. So, on. Like that, the fighting, the fighting is the subject, and it is used as noun here. So, it is called gerund. It does, this ing form of verb does the form of work of noun here. See here. Rewrite the following sentences using other appropriate gerunds in place of given here. See here, gardening is an art. They have given it here. Gardening is an art. Gardening is here, it is not the verb. It is noun here. It is noun, used as noun here. Garden, gardening. So, you have to change this one. Gardening is an art. Instead of gardening, you may say painting is an art, dancing is an art, singing is an art, like that. You should change this part. Then, cooking is a science. Then, you should change this cooking. Instead of cooking, you should write another word. Gardening is also a kind of science only. Horticulture. In horticulture, they teach you how to prepare gardens and all. So, instead of cooking, you can write here gardening also. Then, I enjoy reading poems. Here, reading is used as noun here. The name of a hobby, your hobby. So, reading. Then, you should change this reading. What do you say? I enjoy reciting poems. You can change it like this. Then, I like reading more than writing. You can change it reading and writing. In place of these two words, you can take any other gerunds like I like riding more than swimming. I like riding more than swimming. Like that, you should change these verbal nouns or gerund and write it down. Then, now you have got an activity to write a speech in your writing skill. See here, you have to prepare a speech for any competition. So, what are the important steps to frame a good speech? So, some points are given in your textbook also. See, drafting a speech. First, you have to choose the content. Subject you have to choose. Content and greeting, how you should start. Greeting and introduction of the topic, how you introduce your subject to the audience who are sitting in front of you. Then, exposition of main theme, clarity of message, organized thoughts and ideas. You should organize them in a well manner. Then, moral and practical application with examples. You should use some examples. Then, you have to conclude your speech in a systematic way. Then, speaking presentation. When you actually go to the stage and start your speech, What things you have to remember? See here, verbal clarity. You should speak in a clear voice. Your voice should be clear. Then your pronunciations should be clear. Voice, modulation and projection. Sometimes you have to raise your voice. Sometimes you should not talk in normal manner. Like that, you have to follow all these rules. Then presentation, speaking style, then mannerism, audience, eye contact, ability to keep the audience engaged. All these things you have to follow. So you should not look here and there. You should always keep eye contact, direct eye contact with the audience. So ability to keep the audience engaged. They should not be bored of your speech. So your speech should be interesting. You should keep them engaged. Then confidence, gestures and expressions, stage courage, all these things are also very important. You should have confidence in yourself, and your gestures should be according to your speech topic. They should not be there should not be exaggeration of your words and also your actions and all. And useful phrases and vocabulary. You should use useful phrases in your speech, and you should quote some quotations of great people and all. Like this, your speech will become very impressive. So like this, you should prepare first the speech. After that, what you should do while giving the speech and what you should not do while giving speech. These are all instructions. These are all do's and don'ts. Always they are instructions. So these do's means what you have to do while doing something. Then don'ts means what you should not do. So while giving speech, what you should do? Talk slowly. You should talk slowly so that the audience should understand what you are talking about. Then emphasize keywords. Give stress on some important words. Keywords means important words. Then stress your points firmly. Whatever you want to say, what are the main points, you have to give stress on that. Like that. Speak loudly and clearly. Your voice should be clear and loud also. Use simple but effective language. You should use simple language so that people can understand, audience can understand. And you have to keep in mind that where you are giving the speech, that also is very important. So in front of small school going children, you should not use very complicated language. So your English should be, otherwise your language should be simple and effective. Then put your thoughts and ideas clearly. You should not jumble among yourselves. So what you have to do? Your thoughts should be systematically presented like that. So these are do's. And what you should not do there? Don't mumble. Many times, many people mumble. So mumble means what? What you can say in Hindi? Mumble. You should not stop in between like that. So don't mumble. Don't look up and down. Don't look here and there like that. Don't forget important points. Many times it happens. We forget many important things. So it should not be. It should not happen. Don't use excessive gestures. Excessive gestures means you should not show many kinds of gestures there. Don't feel embarrassed. So all these are. Don't drift away from your topic. You should not leave that track. You should be stick to your topic. Don't go away from that track. So talk on the topic on which you are giving the speech. These are the important things to remember when you give a speech. Then now it is a homework for you. you are going to participate in an inter-school elocution competition. You know that elocution competition means speech competition. So the subject given to you is how to achieve success in life. This is your topic. Draft a speech to present it in a competition. You know what you should do? You have to draft a speech on this topic. So here the points are given. Take these points for help and prepare a speech to participate in a competition. What are the points given here? Proper guidance, dedication, following examples of successful people, passion, sacrifice, never give up attitude, setting goal, planning, knowledge, information, confidence, hard work, perseverance. All these things make man a successful person. So these are the points to prepare a speech, and you have to prepare it and present it in the classroom. Okay, this is the end of your